Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Path of Exile. My name is Wilfred. As you can see, we are counting down to the Bridge League beginning of the December 3rd. In 10 days time, we'll get there. I'm logging in from the Singapore server. Right now, they have migrated all the Singapore and Malaysian character into the global server. So if you are from those two countries, do check out and migrate your character in the global server as well. Now, today's episode, just casually playing this game. I've got like a... I just play one character mainly, which is my Jeanfire 65 Rich, but I sort of like wanted to try a Sion, but I think I've run out of time already. I've also asked my wife to take a look at this game, and she has created a duelist. It is one of the hybrid class. I will talk a little bit about her experience as well. Could be quite interesting for those of you who are new to this game and maybe wanted to give it a try. All right. So now today, just a couple of topics here. Casually playing the game, and and a big thanks to all of you. Let me just close the chat first. I think sometimes, you guys are shy, don't want to be added onto my video, which I totally understand, and I'll reply to you after this video. Now, a big thank to all of you who has been very encouraging for my journey in this game. I think without yours help, I wouldn't got to that far as a witch. I think I wouldn't get to like 65 already. Without your gear and guidance and tips on what germs to use and so on and so forth. So, I think gear-wise, I'm still working my way through, but I've got some really nice gear from my friends, like, these white t-shirts. And I've got like some of these very nice, like a germs being stacked onto each other. They're like powers in other games to sort of like give you the echo and my lightning spell kind of thing. So it's kind of interesting to stack things together. In all my germs and stuff like that. It's a lot of creativity when it comes to this game, which I enjoy. Now my character is almost to 66, so usually, now don't laugh at me because I'm still very new. Usually when I see this past the halfway point, I'm a little bit conservative in playing this game, meaning that I probably wouldn't want to take too much risk. Some of the encounter could be very hard to do, so if it's not too exciting in this video, I mean, it's just for me to casually play this game and talk a little bit about this game, not really about showing you some of these stunning moves that I make. I'm still a very new player, so it's really about that. I think a lot of you who tune in this channel are from my Marvel Heroes days as well, so I'm still playing the game. I'm just waiting for them to sort out the test center so that I can continue testing the game for you. Now, some of you in the game probably heard that I've got an exam coming up in 2 weeks' time. So I'm not really like playing this game too much, and I'm not really like spending a lot of time in games in general, like Marvel Hero and so on. So I'm just trying to do as much as I can. I hope that's okay. And I'm very fortunate to have passed the challenge. There are 12 challenges. And I've got this nice little footprint. I don't know whether you can see or not. You see this feet there? I've got like all the spike coming out the eyes. This league is called Essence League. So you got all these eyes, and as I walk, there's some footprint. And this title of this video, well, I mean, if you play Diablo, you probably know the reference there. It's one of my favorite moments. Hidden footprint, anyhow. So now the new league is coming up in about 10 days time or so. A lot of you are very excited and also ask me if I'm going to play as well. Definitely I will. After my exam, I will do that. So probably I won't play on the first day, but I will play when I can. Wow, I'm standing on some poison. Must be. Sometimes this game can be quite harmful as well if you don't like see what you're doing here. Yeah. So, I would definitely play this league, but I would probably start a little bit later than you all. And it's also all cool as well. You guys can go ahead and farm some nice gear and share with me. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm more than happy to start the Bridge League. So, for those who are new, I mean, I was just talking to some friends over lunch and so on. Like, hey, have you heard about Path of Exile? Because, these are the friends who I play with for Diablo 3. They also tried Marvel Heroes, but they didn't like it, and they also play like World of Warcraft, Dota, the kind of like usual suspect. So I say, hey, have you tried wow, what in the world is this, man? Well, there's a bit of lag there. So I was saying, have you tried something called Marvel Heroes? And Path of Exile. And they told me that they thought it is more like a Diablo 3 clone, which I thought is actually more like a Diablo 2 improved version in some sense, because I don't think this game really plays like Diablo 3. My wife can sort of confirm with me on that one. So I was just trying to get some friends to play this game and so on. Let me see where I am. Sometimes I can be incredibly lost here. I think this is the one. So I'm trying to get friends playing with, just get them joined, like, come play Path of Exile. This is fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some find it a little bit hard as well. So I can understand this is a very challenging game. And also today I read the news that Mr Brevik, who's also the reason why I play Marvel Hero to start with, he has joined the Grinding Gear game, which is the developer of this game. Which that one is not old, that one is not news. I mean, he's supposed to help on the a bit of lag there. He is supposed to help on the China launch. They try to launch a game in China. But I also heard about that he will be contributing in some of this development ideas as well. And they're working on something quite cool. They are not really talking too much about what they're doing, but I think whatever they're doing is something to do with the I don't know, man. People speculate and say that could it be to do with the trading? I mean, they're saying there's something that quite innovative when it comes to this Joran ARPG. They're taking it to the next level or what. So I'm kind of excited to know a little bit more of how his contribution to be. I mean, I think he's a very smart guy. So yeah, I mean that'll be rather interesting to see what he can do with this game. And this game is just keep evolving. It's one of the truly free-to-play game that I play. I mean, I bought a stash. Not that I need to, but I thought, since I enjoy this game so much, why not just put in like $15 just to get some stash, like 4 extra stash during the stash sale to support the game a little bit, because it's really good. And talking about that, I think some of you told me that during each league or the season, like the season in Diablo, they usually sell packs, and the pack will have something quite cool inside. So I've seen it. They have 2 packs. They are featuring something like cloak that you can wear behind the body. There are 2 kind of cloak. I think one is for the one is the Breach Lord. The other one is a more common one. I think both looks beautiful. So yeah, I don't know whether I would get a pet or not, because I'm not quite sure how much time I will spend playing the league. But that'll be rather interesting. I mean, the timing is quite perfect though, you think about it, because I presume Marvel Hero probably would take like another couple months to really stabilize into a more mature game, because I think it will be going through some kind of beta period with people, with us looking at the game and some of the balancing issue. Maybe they want to improve something, I don't know. So it will be quite a good timing to maybe just play some League as well before going back to Marvel Heroes to get a lot of gear and so on, because I need to start farming the Omega gear as well. But the Omega gear won't come out until much later. I think probably maybe February, March or so on. So it's still quite a number of time, quite a lot of time for me to do proper League. And I don't know whether I would just do like I'm doing a 12 challenges. 12 challenges are rather straightforward, meaning that it's still quite challenging though. I mean, the last one I have to do is the silver coin. So sometimes when you kill a mob, the silver coin drop. And the funny thing about it, and in life as well in general, when you're not looking for something, that something always drop. But then when you start looking for the something never drops. So I was like, short of 3 coins before I could get this footprint, the effect here. The effect here, right? So before I could get this first tier of challenge reward, I was thinking just 3 more coins, man. I need that. And I asked everybody where is the best place to farm coins, and in some way, when I'm in YouTube, some of you ask questions on Marvel Heroes and ask where is the best place to farm costume. Where's the best place to farm like Splinter and so on? I think at the end the answer is always like just keep playing the game, right? So like I have to say that to myself in this game as well, that I just have to keep playing the game, and all of you are like, so encouraging and ask me that don't worry, just keep playing and it will come. And true enough, after I think on first day I got 1 coin, then second day I got 2 coins, and I got it sorted. Then I got this nice footprint of mine. Yeah, so I got this nice footprint of mine, and I do not know whether I would. I'm up for the 12 challenges as well, because I think as someone who is rather new, to Path of Exile, it's still a lot of things to learn. The hideout as well. I've yet to create my hideout, and I think I really should. But just I haven't got time to get around deciding which map. I was thinking, well, yeah, I know you guys told me that I could change the map, like because I like something outdoor, especially the sound. But I don't think I've that masters a hideout yet. So I'm maybe I should just start my hideout. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I haven't really got time to. Every time I see this, I thought of Doomsaw. Let's do more. Yeah. Well, those of you who play Marvel Hero would know what I mean. I can't miss the guy though. I hope he's wherever he is having a good fun and family, and just got married, right? Doomsaw. I don't know where he is though. Is he still playing is he still in the gaming industry or doing something else in life? I don't know, man. Sometimes I wish that I could still keep in touch with some of this like a developer to just know where they are, what they are doing as a friend kind of thing. Virtual friend, not stalker kind of thing. Yep. So now what else am I supposed to talk about? Oh yeah, my wife has tried a duelist, and I think my suggestion to any people who would like to try this game. Ooh, 66. Now I can take some risk. Anybody who has tried this game, who would like to try this game, I think, unless you're very adventurous and very expert in ARPG, or you don't mind doing a lot of reading in the website and so on, or you have a lot of friends who will help you out, I think the best classes to start with will be a pure class. So it's either the one that uses strength, or like a witch, or intelligence, or I think ranger is purely dexterity. I think probably those will be the easiest to understand and easiest to pick up and play, rather than say a hybrid like the duelist, like a Templar, or even there's one more, I can't remember what it is. So then of course there's always a Xeon that will hybrid on 3 different things. So my suggestion is always to start something something easy. I won't say it's easy. This game is never easy. So start with something more straightforward that you can focus on majority of the blue germ. So everything about this game is about the germs here. It's very nice, man. Sometimes I look at the system like this. There are only 3 attributes, right? Intelligence to tell you that it is attribute 2 things that make sense. Then you have dexterity, 2 things that make sense, and then after that strength, another 2 things that make sense. So with these 3 and color element, there's actually a lot of very fun things that come out from it. And at the end of the day, I don't think you don't need to be complex for the sake of complex. You don't need to have a lot of attribute just to make a fun game. A game could be fun with just 3 attributes. I thought it's rather brilliant to be able to do it within 3 attributes and still can make a lot of different class and build out from it. Wow, I got a lag there. Wow, this guy is relentless, man. What is this? Wow, I got hit by something. I didn't quite know what it was. Yeah.
Captain Osiris. Remain in the warehouse until I personally send for you. In the unlikely event that Chitus should fall, you and your fellow legionnaires will be safely beyond the perimeter of his heart-gem's influence.
Yeah, so I was just...
Men and women are my finest.
There's a lot of talking behind, so I don't know whether I should talk over them or not.
Aberration of chance. Malachi. Thaumaturge Laureate.
So I was just saying that my wife, I needed to study for my exam, so I've asked my wife to say to help me out to farm some coins, because I only need 3 more coins and that's it. I could, like, you know, because all this league has a timing to it. I have to complete certain things within a certain time. So I was talking to my wife and say, hey, you know, would you be so kind to just help me to farm something, and, you know, I can just focus on my study. And she did. She started off a duelist. I think she would agree with me that it's actually really hard. I mean, without you know, imagine without me whispering, like, you know, like just by her side and tell her, like, you know, oh, you should do this, you can do that, kind of thing. So it's something that I think as a new player, just stick with something quite simple. I think range class probably easier. I don't know whether you guys will agree or not. I mean, you know.
I need more mana.
Hang on, just let me to get rid of this thing. I mean, all these things could quite deadly. So I don't know whether it's true or not. I mean, you guys can tell me, because you guys obviously are expert in Path of Exile. I feel that the range is actually easier to play for the new players. Melee is I tend to have to use a lot of life potion. That's just how I feel, and doesn't seem to be a lot of AoE at the leveling, a lot of area damage during leveling. So I don't know, maybe it's just me. Yeah. Oh wow, this guy is still there. Yep. So that is what I've been, you know, asking my wife, and I mean, I think she'll probably get a little bit more serious when we start the next league together. I'm trying to get her to play together, but she's still very committed to World of Warcraft right now. I think it's easier for her, or more fun for her at the end of the day. At the end of the day, different people have different kind of like requirement, I guess. And I've been looking around for a nice ARPG to play as well. So I think some of you recommended the Guardian of Ember. I'm still waiting for it to go on live, but I don't really know whether I would like to invest much time on a new franchise as yet. Because you know, to be honest, this whole Path of Exile thing, I thought it's going to be a short affair before the Marvel Hero come out, like, you know. I mean, the Marvel Heroes batch, you know, get completed, but, you know, it turned out to be rather addictive, I would say. There's a lot of possibilities on how to build a heroes, a lot of possibility on what we can do with all this gear, with the crafting as well. I thought crafting was really well done. It's rarely you find a game whereby this day creativity pays off and decision matters. Right? I think that is probably what I summed up with Path of Exile for my very, very short kind of like staying with it. You know, I know a lot of you are way ahead of me, thousands of hours, you know, into this game. I'm just like, maybe let me show you how many hours I played this game after I'm in some safe places. Okay, let me see. Played. So I played for 2 days, 17 hours, so 48 plus. Yeah, it's about 60 hours. I think it's really good though. I mean, I'm not even at end game yet. This is still like leveling. I'm at Merciless at 3. I reckon if I persist enough, I would probably get somewhere like the F4 and finish it and start to do the maps and so on. I think a lot of you asking me if I could do the map, like end game kind of thing. So I don't know. I would like to get there. But I think it's a very, very long journey, especially for the new player. This could easily be quite a while to get through. So yeah, I mean, you know, and imagine I have all this nice gear. I mean, if I didn't have all this nice gear, it would probably take a lot longer. Or maybe it's not possible, I think. Because, you know, with nice gear, it helps you. You know, even your build is not optimal. I think at least it carries you through a certain way. I don't think it saves you for everything though, because in some of the encounter, I still couldn't quite finish it. Especially some of the masters, kind of like a, you know, thing. I can't really do it, but yeah, I mean, the gear helps of course, but at the end of the day, the build matters as well, matter a lot. So some of you are so like enthusiastic that A, I should play this game, and B, what should I be next build be? Because you guys are already thinking ahead. And you're very inspiring to me, like, you know, like, wow, I mean, I haven't really finished getting my, well, now that I have my visual effect, but I haven't really finished what I was trying to do, and you guys been thinking about what to do next. How am I going to catch up with you all? But I've been giving some thought. Initially, I wanted to try something different, but I think one of you gave me a very good advice that maybe I should, because I'm already starting on Witch, maybe I should start another Witch to try to get better, because at the end of the day, you want to see progress. I totally agree, meaning that maybe build matter as well. And I mean, so I would like to, I mean, this first game for me is very much like free and easy, examining, just like, you know, experimenting on what to do and what not to do, and what is the game about. How many affixes are there? 3 affixes. Yeah, so I'm still very much like learning the game. Maybe in my next league I'll be a little bit focused, and I haven't really figured out what exactly I want to do. But hang on, this is 1 affix, so I think I should be okay, because I try one that with like 3 affixes, man. I mean, in a merciless 3 affixes is actually rather hard. Yeah, I think 3 affixes is alright. Yeah, 3 affixes are alright. You know, it was a you know, 1 affixes is alright. 3 affixes was a little bit hard, especially the affixes against you. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, back to the question about what am I going to, what build I'm going to use, right? Ah, man, I still would like to give Summoner another try. You know, if I could have the, I mean, although to be very honest, I feel that Summoner sometimes doesn't, unless you really committed to making your summon strong. Yeah, especially, you know, I'm not quite sure whether all my zombie can last during the boss fight or not, you know, because once if they die, then, you know, everything's just gone. So what am I supposed to do here? I think there are some, like, just give me a moment here, because this game could be quite, there's some like question mark here that I think this is the sewers that will go to this question mark there. You know, there's one really nice place that I haven't got a chance to go as well. No, I'm still here. Marketplace. Did I come out from there? Or... yeah, you know, this, I think this is a Battlefront somewhere, which is one of those, my absolute favorite place in this whole entire game, the Battlefront. Yeah.
When I'm ready and not before.
It reminds me so much of, wow.
More mana.
It reminds me so much of the Hellgate London for that particular map, which is the Battlefront, when the area is very wide and big, and, you know, in a very, yeah, the end of the world, end of time kind of like feeling to it. Alright, so yeah, back to the build I have in mind. I'm probably thinking of like a summoner build, but this time around it's going to be rather committed to it. That could be one choice. If not, then I'll see one that give me a certain kind of nice mobility, kind of like, you know, because I think that in this game you have to have high DPS and some kind of mobility, and a certain setup that help you with this kind of one shot kind of like a mechanism that sometimes you just miss and get the one shot in whatever way it is. So yeah, I mean, you know, so these are things that I probably intend to do, and yeah, I'm rather happy that this map is like all very nice outdoor. Yeah. Right. See, I'm already like while I'm talking about it, I'm already another three quarter to the next level, huh? So it does, you know, if you're not facing some difficult mobs like this one here, or, you know, facing like bosses, I think it's rather nice and you know, relaxing after a long day at work. If you are not like facing all these bosses, but I think it's always the boss fight that got me, because these are very high kind of damage. And the way to do it, you have to be pretty mobile, and if you're not used to kind of mobility, it's a bit hard as well. Alright, so that is just one of those things in this game that I've learned. Is that a Battlefront? Yay! I want to show you guys this actually before I log out. And because I like this one a lot. I like this whole setup a lot. This place is so huge. It does give me the feeling of the okay, Wonder Fixes. It does give me the kind of Hellgate London kind of feeling because this thing is so huge. Yeah, as you can see, I like being summoned, seriously. What? Oh, wow. Wow. Alright, so a bit of a scary moment. I wasn't expecting to be hit by those slow moving things. Yeah, but all in fair, man, sometimes when you get one shot by all these things, you sort of one time there was a lot of hounds. I need to those there's a master of the hunt, I think. There's a lot of hound that was really harmful. And I thought, why is it so difficult? Then I realized one thing. Is that they spawn some kind of poison on the floor, and I wasn't really aware because because all this lightning thingy can be a lot of visual effect and so on. But there's some kind of sound, but I wasn't playing with the sound on, that warns me that my health is coming down. So I didn't know, and I died a couple of times, and then I learned and realized that I have got to not to stand onto the ground while all these things happen. I have to keep moving around, and that's fine, right? There's one thing that you learn along the way, and that's why I really like this kind of game.
I need more mana.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I think some of you are really spot on about how many skill to max and so on, because some of this fight I just need one skill for the AoE and one skill for the main single target, and that's all good, you see. That's really all good. But of course I've got all my summons as well, but sometimes I don't think the summons are really working out seriously. Yeah, so yeah, I mean I don't really intend to play a lot here. I mean I run out of topics to talk about anymore. My next league, I don't think I'll be smart enough to do any build for this game, but I'll continue building guides for Marvel Heroes, of course, because I spend so much time and I've got so much passion I'd like to share with you. So videos for Path of Exile is going to be very casual, because I know some of you just like to tune in, see me play and see my progress, how I getting on, give you the kind of old memories that when you were green and didn't know a thing like me, the mistakes that you make back then that I'm making right now. So, but anyway, I'm very blessed to have a lot of friends supporting me and helping me out here, Path of Exile. So I'll see you guys around. All right, let me know what else you like me to do in this channel for you. Any games? By the way, I've tried out the Elder Scroll Online. I think I can talk about it in another video of mine. I don't want to overwhelm you with all my thought on one game. But yeah, I mean I did try the game out again. So for those who would like to know what are the challenges I've completed, and I'm very proud to share some of this with you all, because some of them actually took me a while. So activate waypoint, just play a story mode, you get all the waypoint, 8 of them. It's not hard, but it's a good beginning to sort of start to know where are the waypoints, start to remember where's the climb, where's the broken bridge and so on. Combining essence, it's one of those things I had no idea until later on. I could actually combine some of these essence, like this one essence here. And then at first I was struggling, right? Let me just share with you my experience. I was struggling, there's so many essences, which one to combine with what? What is what tier? So I was trying to read the stat, okay, so this is 75 and 28, 32, and my mathematic mind kicks in. And then something very simple, right? You see one line here, it's just the first tier. Then you see some are 2 lines, so it's second tier. Then you have something called 3 lines, so and slowly you kind of know, okay, so how to read all these things. 3 lines here is a 3rd tier, and then 4 lines is a 4th tier, right? So yeah, I mean that's how it goes. I think I could be wrong. I think I'm right on that one. So that one is it's very interesting. I didn't know that you can combine the lower one into a higher tier. Just like Diablo, when it comes to germs, you can put 3 germs into one more powerful germ. So same thing, essences. But I think these essences is just for this league though. And then kill 50 monster with essences. I think they have essence. This one is rather alright because as you farm those essences like you see it just now, 50, that one's easy. Complete normal quest. I had no idea that I've completed all these normal quests, but I think eventually, as I do the story mode, it get completed. So I'm rather happy. Encounter. Now this is this one is totally, I didn't know how to do it, how I got it. But I sort of I got it eventually. So it's one of those things I wasn't really hunting for it, but it just gets sorted out on its own. Normal is just to make sure that normal mode add 1 to 4 kill all the bosses, so it was fine. It was a good starting point though, as a new player to complete this one is quite remarkable. I mean quite fun, very fun actually. Then this one is the one that I had a lot of fun because I actually have to hunt for it, the rare monster, because I've completed the entire crew, but I realized that there are still like 4 of them I haven't got it done sorted yet. So I think, where are they? So I have to Google and find out which zone they are at, and I go back into a zone and hunt for them. It was really fun because I'm not really big in bosses, but I'm actually quite big in all these like elite packs and stuff like that. A little bit challenging, but not too taxing kind of thing. I have no idea how to do this one, so I leave it there. I think in another league I'll probably look into this one. And unique monsters, well, I think these are just naturally come by. I didn't really hunt for it. It just happened. I mean, because I kill any unique. I like to cover the entire map, so it just happened. All these are fine except the Veil Orb and the Chaos Orb are the harder one. But it's a good learning experience because now I know that, for example, some of these like some of these like the gear could be linked in some sense. So for example, some of this gear are linked, like there are 4 links, and sometimes there may be missing links, and you can actually do a fusing to have a chance of linking some of this gear. So it was a good experience to at least use one of these things and see what would happen if I use it. So it's good, and I managed to get Crow. Thanks for all my friends who's helping me out with the gear as well as helping me out down in the boss. So Crow is got it through. But I think this one is the one that the last one I got because Silver I just dropped. I played so far, I don't know how long I've talked, maybe half an hour. I don't know. I feel like half an hour. I haven't seen any coins, so I think maybe 1 hour, 2 hours I'll get 1 coin. So it took about, I think they're about right because I played like 60 hours. I got 40 coins. So yeah, I mean it's probably about 1 to 2 hours per con. And the rare monster, I just keep playing, you got it. So these are all my 12 challenges for me to get this wonderful footprint, right? It's a bit, yeah, it's interesting. All right, so that's all from me today, and enjoy whatever you're doing. I may see you in Path of Exile, I may see you in Marvel Heroes, maybe yet another game. So bye.